A man comes home from out of town and finds his house broken into, vandalized, robbed of all his valuables, and his family kidnapped. You'd feel bad for him, right? But what if I told you that same man was a leader of a gang who was for months prior terrorizing and breaking into other neighborhoods stealing their valuables? Now you'd probably say he deserved what happened to him. And furthermore, that he wouldn't have a leg to stand on to demand that whoever robbed him return what they stole because turnabout is fair play. This illustrates a powerful principle of spiritual warfare that we'll discuss today in day 11 of 31 days, sharing from my new devotional, Bending Bows of Bronze, Subdue the Enemy Under Your Feet. Yesterday, we discussed the tactic of recovering with interest what Satan, the thief that Christ describes in John chapter 10, verse 10, has stolen from us, be it peace, harmony, finances, health, or otherwise. And today we'll see that play out in our case study from 1 Samuel chapter 30, where that story that I led with is exactly what happens to David, and believe it or not, refers to us as well. Now, most people who think of David's mistakes point to his assault of Bathsheba and the murder of her husband Uriah. But long before that, in 1 Samuel 27, he flees a second time to Philistia, running from Saul, and he dwells with Israel's heathen enemy for over a year. Now, during that time, to support the needs of himself and the 600 men and their families under his leadership, he raids neighboring enemies of Israel, including the Amalekites, for supplies. But since these are allies of the Philistines, he lies and tells Achish, the king, that he's attacking his own people. And then to protect his lie, he kills everyone he comes across, men, women, and children, so that no one can dime him out. While David and his men are away, the Amalekites, who were raided by David, they retaliate by attacking his home base, the city of Ziklag, stealing all of their supplies, kidnapping their wives and children, setting the city on fire, and fleeing to an unknown location. David is at fault. From human standards, he deserves what happened to him, and his loyal men, acknowledging that very fact, are so angry with him that they speak of stoning him. So at this point, David could have done what many of us do when bad things happen to us that we feel are consequences of our actions, and simply accepted the loss. But instead, the Bible says that he encouraged himself in the Lord, and that courage empowers him to ask God boldly, "Shall I pursue them?" And God responds with the promise, "Pursue, for you shall surely overtake them and recover all." And he and his men go, they find where the raiding party is, they attack them all night, and they're able to recover everything without a loss. And matter of fact, they also plunder the enemy, and so they get what the enemy took from them with interest, even though David didn't deserve any of that favor. I want this to be an encouragement to you who undoubtedly, I know that you had the enemy steal something from you, and you can honestly say it's something that you had coming to you because of some open door sins or faults that you have committed that gave Satan the right to attack. But remember, we serve a God whose kingdom is not based on transactionality, tit for tat, but on unconditional love, unmerited grace, and mercy. So I implore you, do what David did and encourage yourself in the Lord. Matter of fact, in the first marching order in day 11, we mentioned using the weapon of melodious praise, where you prepare a playlist of some of your favorite songs, or you write them down and you play them or you sing them in times of discouragement. It's a powerful weapon against the enemy. Then you petition God for permission to get back what was stolen. I want you to put in the comments, what is your go-to praise song when you need to encourage yourself in the Lord? Drop it below, and hopefully it'll be a blessing to others and myself. Now, we're on a 31-day journey, so if you don't yet have the book, go to bendingbowsofbronze.com and start today. Tomorrow, we'll explore another high-level weapon that the enemy might be wielding against you without your knowledge. You don't want to miss this one. See you tomorrow.